Hi there, my name's Alexander and welcome to Holt's Hammers Antics. Right, I'm very new to this, so please forgive all the teething problems we're going to have videoing. I use the XP Deus Lite version. Every now and then I think about the remote and I always decide against it. I know it will be useful. I know you can do all sorts of things, tinkering around with the settings, etc. But I know also it will distract me. I like the fact that I've got used to all the feedback just coming through my ears, or rather to my ears, and therefore I don't have to worry about lines and numbers, anything noticeably higher than a iron grunt sound I do tend to dig. And I suspect I'll buy the remote one day, but I just don't think I need it. Plus, it is expensive. Anyway, the point about this is that I found it really hard rigging up an audio setup. Without the remote, there is no sound. So the obvious thing to do was to take the puck out of the back phones, slide in the accessory which gives you the jack input, and use a pair of headphones. These are good, but they're not very nice to listen to. And actually it turns out that the same goes for the speaker that we're going to attach to it as well. There we go. I bought 3 or 4 of these off Amazon now, and none of them worked apart from this one. God knows why. I don't know, I'm not technically up on why this should work, but it does. And as you'll hear, it doesn't give a particularly nice sound. Right, it comes with a little loop, no other clipping. This opens, and there you can see where the jack goes in. Right. So for the purpose of filming, I now have... Right, we're all rigged up. Let's give it a go, see what happens. As I said, I Googled and YouTube. I couldn't find anything to help with an external speaker in order to do this. So hopefully this will help others who want to record without the box and get some sort of audio feedback. I'm not expecting an awful lot. I've done this field quite a lot over the last few years, and there does seem to be less and less in it, even though it has kicked up Roman and medieval, all sorts of bits and pieces. But you always find things when you least expect them. So at the moment, I'm sort of using today as an experimental session with the speaker, just seeing, getting used to what sort of feedback it's giving me. In a perfect world, it'd be nice to get the headphones on immediately, the back phones, and see and compare the sound through the speaker to what it would have been through the back phones. But that would be hellish, because you'd have to keep getting the puck back into the back of the back phones and then out again and rig it back up to the speaker. It just wouldn't work. It would just take too long. So we've got to slightly just rely on what we can hear through the speaker. If you can hear the speaker through the wind, that is. And I just hope I'm just not missing anything by channeling through the speaker and not through my earpieces anyway. Right, finally I've got a non-iron, a non-ferrous signal. pretty ugly sounding. I don't know what that would sound like through the back phones, but anything which isn't, everything I've used which hasn't been produced by XP sounds really scratchy. The headphones that I use with this puck are scratchy. That's it's not a pretty sound. But anyway, let's dig it and see. I suspect it's going to be a cartridge. This is what's usually left in this part of the field. But as I said, it's just handy to know what sort of sounds it's a bit stuttered, isn't it? Rusty carrot. It's just in here. When I watch other people's videos, I used to think, gosh, you're so lazy when you just kicked all the dirt out with your foot. But it is the obvious thing to do. Nothing special. It looks like a bit of really unpleasant, nasty metal farming or ex-war. But let's just see. Well, it's all working anyway. Quite a good spot, this. Pretty irony sounding. Is that because the coil's high above the ground? It's been quite wet recently, which means I suspect the stubble, yes, here we go, it comes out really nice and easy. So clear a little patch so I can get the coil right down and low. See, I just don't know what that would sound like through the back phones or headphones. And I am bumping into stubble still, so that's going to be making it false slightly, but I think, honestly, if I was wearing the back phones, I don't think I'd dig this. It's a real irony grunt on the edge of that. You have to, don't you? Okay, come on. Cartridge with a bit of iron in it. Sounding even more irony now. Let's have a go. Interesting to see how the speaker interprets these. Well, that's it. I don't know what it is, but it's basically as nice as it sounded, i.e. not very nice at all, scratchy, but I mean it's not ferrous, it's something else. It's a bit of some sort of machine. But anyway, we're learning what the feedback's giving us through the speaker. I honestly don't think I would have dug that necessarily had it come through my earphones. It's just too scratchy. Look, there's a Philips Smart there. Well, the speaker's working. Well, the wind's really picked up, so I put these in. Once I'd started switching, getting the puck out to start playing around with external speakers, started experimenting with different headphones as well. And when it's windy, these are really handy. I wish I'd discovered them years ago. They fit right inside the ear. They can cancel out all the other noise like wind and stuff, and they're really sensitive. And I think I pick up probably a lot more with these than I would with the back phones. Anyway, I've shoved these on because the wind picked up and I wanted to try and find something, and I have got a fairly decent signal, I think. And therefore, let's switch back to the speaker. Let's see what it sounds like. There we go. Well, it's not particularly high pitched. It's quite irony sounding, but that might be the stubble. Well, it's not iron, is it? We know that. Let's give that a dig. Anything in this field now is a bonus. I can come out here sometimes and not even find cartridges. That's sounding really cokey. If that was through, if it was sounding like that through my back phones, I would say coke or foil. Let's get that trusty carrot. To think that I detected for about a year without a pinpointer. God, if I forget it now, sometimes I feel like not even bothering. And that's why. It's a horrible piece of crappy metal. I always think when I find something really rubbishy in a field I've been over a million times, that, well, I haven't found it before, and if I haven't found things like this before, then there's bound to be coins and stuff I haven't found before as well. So even finding something crappy like that gives me hope. Again, the wind's really picked up, so I've got my headphones back in. As I said earlier, they cancel out all the background noise, so all you can hear is that, which is really good. Got a really strong signal, and it's strong way up above the ground because of the stubble. So I'm thinking rifle round. Why does it always tend to be a rifle round? It's either a rifle round or it's a really big Roman gold coin. It's always one or the other. Right, we're in. Doesn't sound very nice through the speaker. Got to be quite a punchy target if it's getting that sort of sound so high off. It's nice when it's been raining a bit, the stubble's really loose, so it comes out in clumps. So you can clear a nice area. Quite staccato, isn't it? It's not the most beautiful. Right, one more little nudge. That should do it. Right, rifle round or big fat cartridge cap. Nope. It looks to be a... Do you know what? It's Roman. And with a neck like that, I bet it's Domitian or someone. Hooray! That did not give That did not give a Cistercius type beep at all. It was scratchy and horrible. Don't think it is a Cistercius. It looks to be slightly too small, but it's going to be, I think that'll come up really nicely. Hooray! Well, there's no doubting that was a really punchy signal through the speaker, which I always would have dug. And it looks to be a really nice coin in good condition. I don't know what they're called, this size. I've not found that many of them. It looks too small to be a Cistercius and not really quite thick enough. Wow, I'm really pleased with that. That's a bonus. Hi there, right, we're back. And I just thought I'd clean up this little coin quickly and see what it looked like. But quickly, as far as our experimental session went, not at all bad. The speaker definitely works. How much one misses using the speaker as to what's coming through your ears, I don't know yet. But every time I had the buds in, I took those out and cross-referred to this. It was pretty sound. I know I'm a bit spoiled about the actual quality of the sound. I did find every target we found today really scratchy. And I do feel that I really missed out on that really lovely ding, 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 ding you get from a Roman copper coin. You should get a really, really sweet sound. And we didn't get that. Instead, we got scratchy, sort of, you know, I didn't really want to dig me because that'll be something horrible. But anyway, I'll get over that. And hopefully over the next few weeks, we shall, now that, you know, the fields are being ploughed and turned over, or just disked, which usually is the case these days, we'll find more and more things. And as I said right at the beginning of this video, I've watched loads of other people's videos and they were really handy, and I still do, and they're really good fun to watch. And hopefully we can make some similar ones. I can make some similar ones for you guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, sorry, wait, coin. Right. Distilled water. Apparently the tap water's got stuff in it. That's really nice. I'm really pleased with that. I don't know who it is. I'll have to look them up, but it's definitely got some age to it. Because of the SC on the back, I saw that earlier. I mean, I think that neck looks like Domitian, personally. Probably not now. Probably someone else. I can sort of read it. We'll have a little look at that afterwards. Anyway, until the next time. Bye-bye.